Just this morning, each spot here on Chestnut Avenue was filled with campers. You can still see some of the trash and other objects left behind by the 30 or so people who were staying here. Marijuana sales have been banned in Yakima since 2012, but that could all change tonight. Wide Hollow Creek has overflowed into the surrounding area. Here we've got about 6 inches of water on the side of the road. They won't be allowed access into the full building until a receptionist buzzes them in through this window. Operation Santa is in full swing here in downtown Yakima. You might be able to hear some Christmas music or see some cookie decorating going on behind me. Anything that you think might be helpful for someone in need, especially this time of year. That includes raising sidewalks to make them safer and the Bins of Light art project. An officer-involved shooting in West Valley from June is ruled justified. Juan Brasino Ortega was shot and killed by police during a domestic violence incident.
The wind has been just horrendous, and this is what we've been worried about.
High winds and careless campers. Neighbor Sean Deal says it was just a matter of time before a fire would start.
And they don't realize that a small spark can cause something like this.
Now, 74 acres near Cliffdale are up in flames. Some campgrounds are evacuated and closed. Neighbors like Sean are on standby for evacuations.
It's just scary, it really is.
The halfway fire started Sunday evening. Crews battling the flames around the clock since it began. The cause is under investigation, but firefighters say it was likely started by people at the Halfway Flat campground. The dense forest and steep hills making it difficult to fight the blaze.
It's going to take some hard work by hand crews to complete that line.
Smoke and flames has now reached the edge of the Natchez River. Firefighters say it could take a week before the fire is put out.
But we're far from having it contained or controlled.
Right now, Boulder Caves, Halfway Flat, and Sawmill Flat campgrounds are closed. Some nearby summer homes are also threatened. And with high winds and hot weather expected later this week, firefighters say neighbors should be on alert.
Worst case scenario, it could continue to grow south and come closer to some of the improvements, the camps and some of the cabins to the south of it.
A tough task ahead for firefighters trying to keep the flames in check. In Yakima County, Jackie DelPilar, Action News.
This shouldn't be growing in the street. That's slippery.
Algae and muck coat the street in front of former Yakima Councilwoman Susan Whitman's home. A constant water leak for the past 5 years has turned her block on Inglewood Avenue into a mess.
I'm beyond disappointed at this point. It's been so many years.
Disappointed that the leak isn't fixed, and no one's claiming responsibility for it either. Whitman worries about long-term damage to the street that will fall on taxpayers to repair.
What's going on underneath the structure of the road is, the fire department who uses this road a lot, are they going to drive by and hit a sinkhole?
I took some of the same steps that have been a dead end for Whitman. I started by contacting the city. They pointed me to the Yakima Valley Canal Company, who then pointed me to Stone Church. It's just a few blocks from Whitman's home. But the church says they've already had a crew check their pipes and found the leak isn't originating with them.
I then looked for some records showing where the pipe goes from the canal to the church, and those are inconclusive as well.
The pastor says unless there's proof they're responsible for the leak, they aren't covering the cost.
If it is ours, we're gladly willing and able to fix it.
Which brings us back to the beginning. No one claiming fault and no one taking the initiative to fix it.
We're at the end of our rope of what can be done with it.
And unless someone can find the source, Whitman is stuck with the slime. In Yakima, Jackie DelPilar, Action News.
We're old and our fingers don't work as well, and we have a little trouble sometimes getting things together.
Want to turn it over?
It started as a birthday present for their son. Finding a pedal cart, just like the red Mustang he loved as a kid.
Just drove the britches off of that car.
Larry and Marilyn Smith found the miniature car online, and another. And soon, the couple decided they'd start fixing up pedal cars as a hobby.
So we thought, well, gee, that went nice and smooth, and we found the car, we got it all ready.
The Smiths buy car parts online. Local auto body shops help assemble and paint them, and then they add the finishing touches.
As we see the different cars evolve, I think you just fall in love with each one of them and hope that whoever gets them will really enjoy them.
The Smiths' living room, a parking lot for classic pedal cars. But they don't sit here for long. The couple uses their hobby for good, raffling each car off at events and sending the money to Camp Primetime, a camp for children with special needs.
They leave that camp with some beautiful memories of time that they spent with their family.
The couple learned about Camp Primetime at their first raffle event with the Yakima Police Department. The more they learned about the organization, the more they wanted to help.
And to have somebody really take this on as a pet project and to say, you're the organization that we've chosen, it makes you feel pretty special.
So far, the pedal cars have raised over $5,000 for the camp, making it possible for more children to attend each year.
It's just kind of fun to think about how much fun somebody will have someday with these cars, and that the proceeds go to help other children, and that really makes it special.
A special hobby for a special cause. In Yakima, Jackie DelPilar, Action News.